What is going on, my beautiful people, man? So in this video, what we're basically going to be talking about is being able to handle our emotions as a Christian. And it is something that a lot of us are going to need. And I want to open the conversation for us to be able to talk about this. This is something I'm diving into because I'm currently struggling to understand and have a full perspective on how we should view it. So I found some stuff I want to share with you guys. Of course, if you guys got anything, share it with me. But basically, for myself, what I'm struggling to understand is how are we supposed to view emotions as a Christian, as somebody who is trying to get to that place of peace, love, and joy. Y'all understand, we're trying to get to that place of peace, love, and joy in our everyday life, and we're trying to get to that perfect place. But it's tough because we start to have a struggle when we have things that are just pulling us down, things that are making us feel certain emotions that might not be the best, that might not be something that we're always going to want in ourselves. And I felt this for myself recently, some things in my life where it's tied to my heart and it can easily get me put into certain emotions. And I'm like, I can handle it. I've gotten so much better at handling it, being able to keep myself in that place of peace. Well, I'll just be honest with you guys. Like, I don't think, me and my girl, we had a talk. We have talked about it, so I don't think it's anything bad. And if you guys are in relationships, you might deal with this. I'm just going to be honest with it, that it is the relationship, trying to manage being able to be centered, grounded, happy, joyous, peaceful, knowing you have a partner that is dealing with their own stuff and they're going to be coming into every single time that y'all interact with their own stuff. That can be very damn hard because you're like, okay, how do I maintain my peace knowing that they might be upset, they might be mad about something going on in their life, or they're more easily influenced in their emotions? How the freak do we manage that? How do we see that? Because of course, like I said, I've gotten better and better at being able to handle it. But a lot of the times we just are human. We are going to not be able to take it on all the time. You got things going on in your life and then you got to deal with that. And it's just not easy to balance it, to dance with those emotions. And for myself, we had a time where recently it was a little bit like, okay, we got to the point where it did break me down and it did just catch me at a bad time. And for me, I'm like, okay, how do we do this? Like, how is this going to work? And I've looked into it and I've looked up stuff to see. And one of the things that I found is just being able to accept our emotions and accepting that it's not that we need to be perfect with our emotions. We are going to have things that are going to get to us. That's okay. We're going to have weaknesses. We're going to have places where we're not perfect. But even Jesus Christ, he still had to go away and meditate. He would go away and pray. He would go away and take time away from all the hustle and bustle of everything that was going on back then. And when I really saw that, and if we can see that and think about that, Jesus Christ is going away to take time. How much more do we need to go away and take that time? And for me, I never really wanted to go away and say oh, I need to be away from my girlfriend for a little bit, because I would feel like that would be mean. I would feel like that was on me, and that was a weakness within me, not being able to fluctuate my emotions, to maintain peace, grounded, and centeredness at all times when I'm with her. And I would feel bad about that, knowing that, I would just feel bad about it. But it's not that we need to be perfect. It's that we can allow ourselves to take time with ourselves, to be able to regulate ourselves, to be able to go back to talking with God, being able to bring ourselves back to that center, and being able to just accept what we're feeling at the moment. If it's anger, if it's upset, if we're sad, if we're anything like that, it's so powerful to just accept it and be able to be like, okay, I am not able to be here with you right now. I'm just not in a good place right now. I need to take some time. I need to figure this out on myself, or not even figure it out. Maybe you just need to take some time, or just even talking about stuff. Okay, here's the thing. I didn't want to talk about stuff with her because I felt like it was on me to be able to get myself to that perfect place of peace, love, and joy. I didn't want anything from her. And even talking about it recently with her, I felt bad for even saying okay, in this situation, it's a little bit hard for me because you're doing this, this, and this. But I would really wish if you do this, because I don't want to want anything. But sometimes we got to realize and we got to understand that we are just going to be human and we're not going to be able to handle this stuff. And if we do want the relationship or anything to work, sometimes you got to be able to set up a boundary to be able to be like, okay, you are human. You are going to crack. This not only goes for relationships, but this goes for your work and stuff like that. It's like saying, if we were to try and go into every situation saying I should be able to regulate my emotion every single day, you're going on freaking 2 hours of sleep every single day. And you just try to get 2 hours of sleep every night and you're saying, I should be able to do it then. I should be able to do it then. No, you have limits because you are human. That is so powerful. You have limits, and sometimes you gotta say, hey, I just need to get some sleep, and it's going to be a lot easier. It's going to be setting up the conditions a lot better, and it's going to be something where that helps just be able to regulate the situation. And that's the same thing for being able to be in a relationship like that, being able to say, hey, I need, not that I need, but it would really help me in this situation if I were to get this, and if I were to get this, and set the conditions on what we can control as much as we can. And other than that, we're going to be able to try to regulate our emotions as best as we can, so that we can be able to maintain peace, joy, and love, even on the situations where it's not perfect. But yeah, with Jesus, because I'm sure you guys have had troubles with this sometimes, and I'm trying to share it as best I can, because I know it can be a struggle. Like even myself, you sit there and you don't know what to do, you don't know how it's going to work, you don't know how we should handle it, how we should really look at it. But just knowing that Jesus needed time, and Jesus needed to step away, and Jesus was just so, he even had times where he would get upset when they were selling and he flipped the tables and stuff like that. But just knowing that he is human and he's dealt with the stuff that we've dealt with, it's just so powerful. But he's also overcome the world. And we're all just trying to do it as best as we can. That's what I'm saying, man. We're all trying to do it as best we can. And I really hope that you guys are able to manage, and being able to, being able to manage your relationships, being able to manage your energy and stuff like that, so that you can continue to do great things for Christ. Because, yeah, at the end of the day, we're trying to do stuff as best as we possibly can. I know you guys are trying to do stuff, great things out there. And we really need y'all to be able to accept and to be able to grow and be able to hopefully maintain that relationship and help y'all grow with each other and be able to communicate openly without feeling like it's all on yourself, or without feeling like you can't even open up because you feel like it should be all on you. I don't know. I'm still learning this myself, man, but I think God wants us to be able to do that. So let's continue to grow today, man. Hope you guys are having an amazing one. Let me know down in the comments below your experience with this. Love you guys very much, man. Peace.